Chargers Raiders game.
No.
At the
Which
end.
one?
Well, the end one there.
Okay.
The
Finale.
Yeah.
The potential
good
tie.
right there.
The potential tie one.
So, was there thought before the game, hey, let's kneel this entire thing out, okay, just for 4 straight quarters? Okay, this is the NFL's fault.
Let's go.
Listen, if you don't want to put it on TV, don't put it on TV. Okay, this is what we're doing. Good luck. It's kind of a process. But then the game happens. Then it happens. Then there's an opportunity for it to potentially take place. And then all of a sudden, you make a decision and change it. For you, like, what is your thought process in that entire game? And did you hate people even broaching the subject of taking a knee for 4 quarters to advance your team into the playoffs?
Yeah, it was definitely an interesting topic to be tackling the last week of the season. Just because, like, you knew how many circumstances needed to happen. The stars had to perfectly align for this to even be a possibility, and all those stars aligned.
Yeah,
And I think it was the lead up to that game. I wanted to focus on the Raiders. They're a big, good enough team to deal with, and then you've got this other stuff. And I think that environment, if you were there, that was such a electric environment.
Yeah.
And then there was the John Madden, tribute, and there was just, it was an electric night. It was a playoff game. There's no doubt about it. And so there was all these circumstances before the ball was even turned over. And then when the ball turned over, it was one of those games that it was a playoff game. The way that game unfolded, that's how playoff games happen. There's that urgency, there's that desperation, there's those circumstances, all that high drama, which makes the league so special. And it was an unbelievable game. And
you almost felt like you'd be doing it a disservice. Almost, it sounds like.
Yeah, there's no way I was going. That all those scenarios was like, okay, like that's awesome. But then I think what was interesting was when we came back. And we tied it, and going to overtime, you realize that, like, hey, tying's a possibility. Like, here we are at overtime, and then now, all right, hey, all these crazy, scenarios. Guess what, guys? This is a legit scenario now. It wasn't, but now it is, And so that's kind of what overtime was about. And as you guys know, it didn't go down for us. We kind of had to, we experienced the tough side of things, and I said that to the guys in the locker room the day after the game and every day since. But that's part of the league. When you sign up for the league, you sign up for all of it, the good of it and the tough side of it. And but I know that we're going to come back in a big way, and I know that that's going to really drive us moving forward.
And I love the fact that you're saying, like, that was a playoff game for us. So a young team got a chance to experience that, yourself included. Like, you got a chance to experience what environment probably would be, and it actually is, because you win and you move on. If not, you go home. Yep. That's a playoff game in the division. It's just, I'm excited to see what your team does next year, boss. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thanks so much for having me, guys.
Nah, no problem, man. I can't wait to see you 1 year from now.